Ah, good morning. I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the morning blessings. I have been waiting for you. How are you feeling today? Today is a beautiful, hi Stacy, how are you feeling this morning? It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Hi Rosalind, how are you feeling this morning? It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Hi Nancy. It is foggy and it is raining. Hello, good morning, Loyalty Rebut in her time. Hello, sister. How are you feeling this morning? It is a wonderful Tuesday morning. It's warmer than yesterday. It's foggier than yesterday. And here we are. So, today, what are you thinking of? It's 8 o'clock. We cannot think anymore. Let's get the show on the road, right? So, look at where we are. What's your topic? It says, if it does not inspire you or enhance you, it's got to go. Oh, so there you are. Ocean's Rosin said, it's raining. I'm feeling amazing. Stacy said, don't love the haircut. Tell me about it. He took him about 15 minutes to do this. He took his time and then you were chatting. So it was quite a lovely haircut. Thank you, Stace. I didn't color it though, not yet. So let us get this thing going. Stacy, Nancy, and Roslyn and somebody new is there. Good morning. Welcome, that new person. Are you still there? This is the morning blessings and it is loyalty person. But if you have a name, well, you do have a name, and you want us to call you by your name, and if you want to drop by again, free to drop by. So here we go. Let's look at it. If it does not inspire you or enhance you, it has to go. I purposely said if it. And the reason why I chose it, because it is not always a situation, the place where you're working. It's not always those that do not inspire you or enhance you. There are many things in our life that are there to inspire us and to enhance us. The thing is, we have to tap into the moment of those things. No one can do that for us. We must take the time and tap into it ourselves in order for us to know whether it is inspiring or enhancing and whether it is good for us. And when we find out it is not, we have to let it go. And I said it, but it could be people, food, places, a TV show, something. If it is not waking you up, giving you something to inspire you to take action, because if you do not take action, you will freeze. If you do not use it, it will go. The muscle will fall off. And if what you are doing or where you are or whom you are with is not pushing you to do better, you need to check it out. The situation should inspire you. Wherever you are, as long as you have a beating heart and you can breathe, you need to be inspired. As you know, Instagram does not tell us who is visiting us anymore. Thanks, Juliana. Amazing. Everyone is here. Hello, juniors. Hi, Colin. How are you guys feeling this morning? I've been waiting for you. Thank you. So, if it does not inspire you or enhance you, it has to go. And sometimes it could be that person that you have and is so close to you. It could be a relative, a lover, a friend that you have since kindergarten. And you notice that the conversations, good morning, juniors, that you're having with them, or when you're in their presence, you're feeling less than, not enough, not good enough, unworthy, all of that. You're broken, you're doing too much, and they're constantly nagging at you. Sometimes you cannot use an eraser and erase them out of your life. You can't. There is a DNA thing happening there. There is a a commitment happening there, a promise to a parent. Something is going on. You cannot highlight it. How are you feeling this morning? You cannot erase them. And then what do? So we have to know what it is that inspires us. And we go for more of it. If it inspires you, it will teach you how to deal with the negative instances in your life. It's as simple as that. And you have to choose to work on it. Because you cannot control things. And we have to understand one thing about this life. There is nature and there is nurture. And there comes a time, I keep saying that, the nurture always will be there. But the nature is more powerful. Even when you say the word is stronger, it's still N. It has an A, the other one has a U, the other one has two U's. It's a softer word. That one has two A's. Nature and nurture are different. And nurturing cannot combat nature. It is in their DNA. But if it does not enhance you, even if you were born of the same parents, conceived on the same day, it does not matter. But when you come to the conclusion as an adult, a human being, and you realize, okay, this does not inspire me or enhance me, but it puts me down. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and at the end of it, you're tired, like you need a nap? And that is when you should realize, this is not helping me. It's not enhancing me. When you hear the phone or you see the message, you breathe, okay? You breathe into it and you wait so that you can say to yourself, thanks, Stacy, because we all endure those. What now? I wonder what they're going to say. And sometimes, you see, with me, I listen. I know I talk like a parrot constantly. That's my job. I'm a teacher. But when I'm listening to you, I hear you. And when you come to, and I cannot take it, I go, okay. and then my niece and my sister, Dawn, they said, something was told to me by one of them. And when Dawn told me, she said, that is exactly what Alison said you're going to say. Okay, it's okay. So if that is coming at you is not enhancing you, inspiring you to do something, if it is making you want to go hide under the bed and figure the world is coming to an end, and you take it, the conversation is done 10 minutes ago, the situation has left, you're no longer in the same space, but you're still carrying it with you. You have to let it go. And that can be a human being, and that can be a situation, a job. And listen to me carefully, Mother Angelou said it. Maya Angelou told us all. When the person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. And you cannot make somebody change their ways or their habits. They have to change. No amount of kneeling down at the altar of God, no amount of crying and praying and begging and beseeching will get them to change. We have to decide to make the change, each of us ourselves. We will not make it because you love me. I will pretend I will change because I want you in my life. I want to marry you. I want to live with you. I want to have children by you. And sometimes we change and then our true colors come popping up. But we knew it before. We got the inspiration that it wasn't going to go north. It was going to take you south. You notice it was like a false skin. It was not enhancing you, but yet you said, I'm going to change it. I'm going to pray for them. And if the next person that tells you, you have to pray them into changing, have a sit and have a chat to them and ask them, how has that been working for you? How many people have you changed because you've been on your knees asking the God who made them to fix them because you do not believe he did a good job? And the minute you ask them that question, so you really believe God is going to change his human being he created with the nature he gave them because you don't like them? And you believe he's going to do that for you? And has he done it for you? And how long when you believe he did it last? Or did that person decide, today I'm going to put a sheep's coat on. I'm going to take off my wolf clothing so that I can get that person to bend to me. I'm going to shift my true personality. I'm going to take a brush and paint my leopard spots so you cannot see that I have those spots. Is that what they're going to do? Most likely, just to bring you to the point where you bend. And once you're on your knees, it's easier to keep you there. Once you say yes, it comes with consequences, good ones. Because the word consequence means what happens after you make a decision. It can be perfect, amazing, but it also has those that are not nice. So you have a conversation every day. And after the conversation, you notice you suck on your teeth. You go, and you walk away, and you, and then you have left the conversation, and you actually, if you're in the moment, or you have tapped into awareness of this second that you left this in this conversation, head towards the mirror and look at your face. Look at your face after you have listened, or you have heard, or they called, or they phoned, or they sent a DM or a message. Walk in the mirror. Take a look at your face and see, is that what I want to look like after talking to so-and-so, to anybody, or listening to them, or reading their email, your DM, their this, their that, or their voice message? Is it really? Or would you say, no, then it has to go? And because I'm saying it has to go, that doesn't mean we can let go of friends and family and situations and jobs and managers and supervisors and husbands and wife and children. We can't. But we have to find a way to reflect on how it makes us feel. Telling me, I can hear you. Telling yourself is more difficult because you cannot hear you. And that is when you do some inflection. You pause in the moment and you say to yourself, you know what? That does not, this whole situation, day in and day out, every day, like it's a dessert that is really nice, is not nice. What do I do? And that comes to be the most important question in our life. When we come to the fork of the road where we decide left or right or continue going in the same direction, we have to ask the question, if you were me, what would you do with this situation? Because as you know, it is not inspiring me to do nothing. It is making me want to stay down. I see all the faults. I do not see any light. All I see is darkness. You need to do that. No one can do that for us. All of us. And you decide, you can use a pen and paper and you can decide, is that really how I want to start my day? Or can I choose how to start my day? And that's where your action becomes necessary. So you know that even if it's hot, there is a problem. Even if it's cold, there's another problem. Even if it's raining, there's a problem. If it's not raining, there's a problem. Everything has a problem for them. They are missing one word in their dictionary, 2 letters. It's okay. 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 Hello, Yuko. Good morning. How are you feeling today? I've been waiting for you. Okay. The minute you say okay, you are done. But if you cannot say okay, and you're not saying anything, and the rambling is going on, guess what? You have opened, thank you, Yuko, you have opened the inside and let them in. And what do we talk about all the time? What happens outside of you should not affect what is happening inside of you. Hello, Ellen. How are you feeling today? I've been waiting for you. So when you are not inspired or enhanced by somebody, a situation, a job, something you're doing, someone you're listening to, an email you're reading, something, it has to go. And it's easier said than done, Tessa-Marie. I got this. I understand you. Yes, it's easier said than done. But modification and action in the first place is important by you. You know, they're going to tell you, why are you doing this? Why are you always doing this? You're so proud of your achievement. And you say, look at what I did. Oh, I don't see anything in that. What you're talking about, that's not really great. Why are you telling it to them? Why are you opening your heart to them? Why are you allowing somebody to stomp on your chest, up and down on your chest? But because it's you. You created this situation. You love what you're doing. Nancy loves to be Mrs. Claus, and Don loves to be cleaning and gardening, and Loretta decides baking is, and Yuko will cook all kinds of food. Stacy dance and cleans her house. Ellen talks to everybody. Rosalind keeps creating. Each and every one of you have something special. And if I didn't mention your name, maybe it's because I don't know what you do. But you take that and they say, I saw you, but I didn't like this. Your hair, I didn't like your face, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. And you go, oh my God. It's not the messenger. Look at the message. And that person is taking you down a peg at a time from the mountain that you thrive and you are consistently working on to improve. You went to school to learn how to do these magnificent cakes. You listened and learned to sew. Ellen and I, and design and think. And Yuko enjoys cooking. She'll feed an army. Dawn just, if you sit on a couch and Dawn is in the room, as soon as you get up, she's fluffing the cushion under your butt. She's digging in the garden. She's cutting this. She just wants perfection and cleanliness and tidiness around her. That's her. And somebody is calling who is maybe drunk. Because suddenly, everybody who is important in my life knows at this time, you don't call me. So anyway, what we have to do is ignore this and realize, hey, you have to have no reason to call me. Exactly. So let us go on with this thing. How do you modify it? Because you cannot erase them. There is not a big eraser to erase situations, people. You cannot erase the job. You have bills to pay. You can't erase that. You have this to do. You can't erase the relative because you still need to be them. You love them. You just wish they would realize, hey, I'm okay. Your brother Curtis, no, it's not him, so on the house line. So what we know for sure is this. We need to decide. So my sister, my brother, my auntie, this person calls me my great friend every day at 3 o'clock. Let me surprise her or him and call today at 2:30. You modify. Hello, how are you doing? I know you're going to come a little later, but I just wanted to make sure I got you. I have some things to do and I might be so busy I wouldn't have the chance to talk to you later. So how are you feeling today? I know, it's so horrible up here. This slippery sliding in this. I know, but you know what? It's okay though. It's either that or something else. But so talk to you later. I will see you. And you take off. You control the situation so that it enhances you, it inspires you. But if you did not pre-plan it, you would be sitting there looking out the window saying, yeah, it's really foggy outside. Yeah, I know, I understand. Yeah. Do you like that energy? Do you like that energy? No, you don't. So if it is not inspiring you, enhance you, it has to go. You cannot erase it, you cannot cut it at the feet, you cannot destroy them, but you can do this. You can modify the application. You can modify the conversation. You know for sure that this job, this career situation you're working at is not the best for you. But you need to swallow it. Because you know why? It pays for the living expenses of you and your family. Completely walking away from it is not going to do the best thing for you. getting angry and doing a bad job because you believe you're not being paid sufficiently, and these at the top are paying more than you, and because of that, you're going to be a living hell. Really? Is that the best way to do it? No. It's only going to add pressure to you, but you might have spoken to the wrong person. Someone you confide in, that you say, if it was me, that is what I would do. If it was me, I would not do anything. I would just stop it all. Really? But it's not you. So why are you giving me that advice? It's not you. You don't enjoy what, you don't have to pay bills. You don't have children. You don't have living expenses to cover. So of course you can say anything. But it's up to us to sit down. They always say, look at the pros and the cons. What are you getting from this? And what you're not getting from it. Which is the most important thing right now? Feeding the children, keeping the roof over their head. Good morning, Kimberly. How are you feeling today? I've been waiting for you. Welcome. So that is important. You have to decide, hey, I've got to do this. Because this is more important than anything else in the world. People have to be fed, clothes have to be bought. And therefore, that manager that is riding you like a horse, you maybe just have to let them do it. And every time you feel the pain, you say, what can I do to do this, to fix it? And I have the answer for that when in a work situation. I've got that answer. I am happy and grateful to have this job that is paying the living expenses of myself and my family. The harder the pain, the more energy you put into this piece of gratitude. The harder the discomfort, the more gratitude you give it. Find the tiny thing that is working. And that is how you have to do it. Make sure, that's great, Kimberly. Make sure that you are here in the moment and realize, yes, this is hell. I'm in a bucket of butter, but I heard in a bucket of cream. I heard if I keep churning, I will get milk. I will get, butter, and I can fly out of there. Maybe if I lift my feet, I'm going to keep doing my best. In spite of what is happening to me, how they're making me feel. I need to change it. Is what it is doing for me. So we have to realize that if it is not inspiring you or enhancing you, you need to let it go. And sometimes we have control to let it go. Sometimes a change is required in what we do. Sometimes it's how we do something. Our own self. Change is required, and we have to take change and move it. And be not afraid of the change. Because if it is no longer inspiring you or enhancing you, you need to break it up in pieces and find out, pull up from it what I can use tomorrow. And what do I have to leave in today? And the only way to do that is to take the time to be aware and make sure you understand that you are in control. Because if it is not making you feel good, you cannot do good. And if you're not able to do good, you're not feeling good. So you need to fix it. The Pope is not coming. The Emperor is not coming. No amount of money they give you will fix it for you. You can ask, what is his name? Anthony Bourdain. And you can ask the other amazing actor that died, I forgot his name. They had everything in the world, they killed themselves. It no longer, whatever they were in, no longer inspired or enhanced them. Their mind was telling them it's not enough. They got to the top of the mountain. They had experiences many of us can only look at and say, oh boy. And yet, they couldn't hold on a little longer. Right? They let go. And they just let it go and left behind them a lot of stuff that was sadness and wonder, and they had to keep doing it to realize this was a great person. What was missing? So if it is no longer enhancing you, maybe it is time to walk in the forest. Maybe when it's no longer enhancing you or inspiring you, maybe it's time to take your shoes off and stand on the ground and ask Mother Nature for help and say, can you ground me? I am feeling I am flying. It is not working. Where I am is affecting me in a negative way. And it no longer inspires me to push forward, to continue, to wake up in the morning, to make my bed, to have a shower. I do not, nothing is getting me going. Telling that to a friend, they will not understand. And even if they understand, they too might not have the capability to give you the message in the right way, to help you, to get you re-inspired or to realize, yes, there is enhancement. And that's why the answers we are looking for is already implanted inside of us. It is not outside of us. The tools we need to live a fulfilled life is there within us already. But we were not brought up or taught that you have your answer. Although we hear, physician, heal thyself, or we hear that we should remove the star in our own, or the beam in our own eye before we go pulling a star in somebody's eye. We know all of that. We grew up with that. And we have not, Kimberly said, and she said, surrender what you can't control. Yeah. Let it go. Go outside. Stand up in the universe, take your car, drive to a park, winter or summer, somewhere outside, and you realize, oh my God, I'm not grounded. Putting your feet on the cold grass is not going to give you a cold. It's not going to make you feel worse. It might just release all that heat in your body into the ground where it belongs. That's why it's called grounding. And that is why the plug that you plug into your socket has 3 prongs. The solid one is the grounding, so the electricity doesn't get flowing like that. So we pick it up in our energy body, and we are filled with all of that electricity. Go to the lawn, go in the park, sit down, and let that amount of electricity, all that is not good for you, let it go back into Mother Earth. It will nourish it. If you do not believe me, ask yourself this question. The grass is perennial. It comes back year after year. You go and you stand in the same place for half an hour every day. For a week, you will kill that spot. The grass will go brown. You know why? Because all that energy, electricity that is burning through your body, you release it. And in that releasing, you release all the pain and the torments that others put on you, that you're not good enough, you're doing too much, you should really sit down. Retirement means retire. I don't know. They should change that word. You have to do what they desire you to do. But you can change that. You call the friend with the doom and the gloom before they call you. You don't know what to do, you go outside and tell the universe, I have no idea what to do now. You go outside, you put your feet on the grass for 1 minute and you will feel better, especially on a cold day. Just do it. It's not going to make you wrapping in a blanket. It's going to just keep it inside of you and you will be boiling like an inferno. But if you go outside and let it out, even if you scream or you cry, have you cried for joy? Have you done something? And when you're finished, you sit and you look at it and you cry because of you feel so good about what you did. Grounding yourself to let go of all the garbage we pick up from the energy around us is the way to go, to teach yourself how to live a fulfilled life. There are no two people that will do it the same way. Because every day you have the opportunity to decide how you want to live this day. And when you're not feeling it, it's not good for you. When you're not, it's not enhancing you, it's not propelling you to do something, shake it up. Look at it and say, if you have milk and it goes bad, you want to really know if it goes bad, you shake it and then you smell it. To say, oh. And that is one of the things we have to remember. So you're not feeling it today. Take some time. The magical season, the miraculous season, we are stepping into it. I'm not going to say it's Christmas. I'm not going to say it's Hanukkah. I'm not going to say it's Ramadan. I'm not going to say it's anything. I'm just going to say there are days when you don't work. There are days when you're done cooking and you look at the Christmas tree and you say, I have to take it down soon. One of those days in there, decide what it is you want to let go before you go into 2025. 2025 is not the time for you to say, I'm just going to let my friend call and tell me stupid things and complain about everything. I'm just going to let this continue and feel horrible about the job that pays for all my living expenses. No. I had a friend that worked with the bank with me, and she didn't work in the same branch with me, but she couldn't wait to retire. I can't wait. Every day I got that phone call from her. She couldn't wait to retire. And I just didn't know what to do with it. And then one day I said to her, I'm going to call her first. So how are you feeling today? I am, looking at it and, it's the same old thing. I'm feeling to retire. I can't wait to retire. I said, good for you. Anyway, I have to go have a meeting in 2 minutes. Bye. And then, when she did retire, one day she called me to tell me how she hated retirement. She was bored. She was going to take her resume and dust it off and go work at Walmart. And I said, good for you. What about you? Aren't you bored? I said, no, I'm not bored. I said, I'm never bored. I've never been bored one day in my life. And she said, I don't understand why you're not bored. I said, no, I'm not. And then I said to her, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. Honestly, you guys know I'm crazy. So I said to her, you see, this children of mine bought me some machine to make coffee. And I haven't figured it out yet. It's for me, it's a new thing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to figure out this coffee machine. And when I finally get a cup of coffee, I'm going to pick up a Playgirl magazine and look at those handsome men in there. And she's a Christian, so she hung up the phone on me. She didn't want to hear about my nasty Playgirl magazine, which wasn't true. I just knew that would put her at the other end of the spectrum, so I let it go. And then she called back to tell me, I'm so sorry that I hung up on you. I said, no, that's okay. I said, the thing with you is this. When you were working, you couldn't wait to be retired. Now you're retired, you cannot wait to go back to work. There's no pleasing you. So I really don't care whether you hang up on me, and you can keep hanging up. Whatever you do is fine with me. But I am not going to work at Walmart. Because when it is winter, and I stood up at that front window and I look out there and snow was up to the window, I had to pedal through it and go to work. And I always said, one day, when I'm looking at the window like this, and the snow is up there, I'm going to say, lovely snow. Go back and make a cup of coffee, put the fire on, and sit and enjoy it. And in the summer, I will go outside and I'll spend hours in the garden, because I remember I would be briefcase and lunch bag and keys and walking into the garage and knowing that I have to deliver an unruly client or unruly staff member. I would look over my left shoulder and I would see that amazing garden and say, one of these days I'm just going to sit in the garden. And I said to her, that's what I do. That is what I do. So when you are in a situation, make the change yourself. Reflect. Do not just jump into the moment. It is not inspiring. You find a way to inspire. A cold, snowy day in New York, Toronto, Indiana, Pennsylvania, wherever you guys are coming from, Wisconsin, it's not nice, but you have a choice. You can decide, you can go and lie on it just for the fun of it. A grown woman, you can barely get off the ground and make some snow angels and see what your neighbors will think. You're going to make somebody smile, and that's the best thing you can do for yourself, is to send a smile to somebody's face. Thank you. I am so, let's see all of you, Kimberly, Nancy, Stacy, Dawn, Loretta, and Rosalind. Guys, you have such amazing messages there. All your little things. Stacy keeps us busy. I'm grateful for the little things and surrender what you can't control. Amazing. All of these things. And, you know, Stacy said, what did Stacy have to say? She said so many things. Yeah, Tessa's climbing another mountain. I know she means to say that. And you are making me laugh. Oh, thank you. Well, Nancy, that's the best thing, is to make you laugh. This message is great. Gratitude is the key. Actually, I have a topic for that. I don't know when it's coming. Oh my God, maybe next year. All of these are topics that get downloaded every day. Yeah, gratitude is the only key I know of. The only key I know that opens doors that are locked, and the door to success is one of them. So yes, I have one of that. So absolute gratitude. So all of this, it was the best vitamin for my day. Thank you, Stacy. It's important to have your vitamin, but I'm glad I made you guys laugh, because it's important. You know, when the friend that doesn't realize retirement is a time of pleasure, do something. You know, decide to make your bed. That's the thing. Yesterday, I cleaned out my underwear drawer. The day before, my socks drawer. And I don't know, and there is a drawer, you know, one of the top small drawers in your dresser where jewelry goes, something goes, another thing goes. Today it's the day. So we will see what comes out of that. Declutter for 15 minutes every day if you're bored. There's always something to declutter, even if it's pictures you're looking at. Have a great day. And thank you for hanging with me, you guys, Kimberly, Nancy, Stacy, Yuko, Dawn, Loretta, and Rosalind. Have a great day. I will see you guys. Oh, by the way, as you know, you're still buying gifts, right? Look at them. Choose. Who wants one of, who you know who needs one of these books? Give them one and tell them, hey, gratitude is your key to success. And they will understand. It opens an amazing door. But besides that, I am going to, Yuko is saying, another mountain to climb. Yeah, I'm climbing them, Yuko, one at a time. This is something new I'm going to undertake in the new year. I am going because I get those questions about living a fulfilled life a lot from people. What do you do? How did you do this? What do you do here? How come you're here? No, you have heard me talk about Loretta. So Loretta and I kind of grew up. We didn't grow up together, but we met. She married my cousin. And she comes every day. She's silent. She doesn't say much. She's 82. When we talk, she has a lot to say. But I wanted to explain to you guys, those of you that are here, that when we started our journey as young women, in both of us being married, living in the same block, we did a lot of things together. Our journey started in our 20s, mine really early, hers 4 or 5 years later down the road. What I wanted to say to you guys is because I get asked this question a lot, and I know she does, in a different way. So in the new year, I don't know, I'm still asking guidance, I'm still seeking knowledge on it. I have all the knowledge in financial planning. I'm really good at it. And because I loved it, and I took time to plan it on me, and I've spread it amongst many people. One of the things I'm planning to do for 2025 and to where it ends, I have no idea where it's going, but I know it must start in 2025, is to give people what it is you can do in your 20s, for example, to live a fulfilled life, to have financial independence, to be emotionally balanced. You know, I know that. What in your 30s and your 40s and even in your 60s and 70s, what can you do at that time to allow you to have financial independence even in your 70s? Because I know what to do. So I have no idea. It's not going to replace the morning blessings, but I don't know if it will be done on Instagram or if I'll do it on my YouTube channel. But I know people need to know what it is to do, what they must do. And I have the knowledge. I'm willing to share it. What you must do. Here are 4 things you must do in your 20s. So you have $1 million in your 60s of your own money, for example. So that's what I'm good at, and I'm going to share it. So Yuko knows I'm planning to do some changes, and that's why she said climbing mountains, another mountain to climb. So I'm excited about this, because if I give you 4 things to do and you do 4 things, Loretta can tell you, because we worked on things together. And I didn't know, but I just had it. It was part of my DNA. I was so young, and I would say, Loretta, you do this. Loretta, you do that. And she tells me today, I'm so happy I listened to you because I have such amazing financial independence. You have to remember, you guys that are young in this group will not know, but women weren't allowed to even work. And when we worked, not us so much, not me because I had an independent mother, but for example, Loretta will kill me, but she used to give her paycheck to my cousin. And then he gave her money, pocket money, bus money. And she told me. And I said, excuse me? I remember walking down the street with her to the bus to go to work. She went north and I went south. And I said, are you crazy? I said, you can't do that. I said, no. I said, you don't give him your paycheck. He can't control that. And I don't know what more I said to her, but I know she changed it. And today she's saying thank you. She always says thank you. So I can understand it made an impact. But so you guys that are younger than us, she's 82, I'm 78. You guys never experience that. But she didn't know because that was what she thought was right. And then I had the mother that would never allow that. So I grew up not knowing, what the hell is your money? You keep it, you work for it, you have it, you handle it, you know. So that's what it's not that people still do that, I'm sure they don't. But then I can teach that person, here are 4 things you do. You just graduate, you have a smaller paycheck. Here's 4 things you do so you can win. And that's what I'm going to do. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the little ending to this, and it helps one person, so looking forward to do that. And talk to you guys later. I'm teaching about decluttering. Good for you, Kimberly. I love it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.